To me, the most brave people in our history here in the U.S., I'm going to take off my hat to people like Dr. Martin Luther King. He knew he's going to die, bro. Malcolm X, he preached a message of hatred in the beginning, and then he preached one of unity, and it cost him his life. Mm-hmm. He knew he was going to die. That's bravery, and that's evolving, and that's taking new information and saying, you know what, maybe I was wrong, and I think that we all can get along. And it doesn't matter what the color, and he changed his whole tone. It cost him his life, and he knew he was going to die. Mm-hmm. To me, you're going to die anyway. I'd rather die speaking the truth than live a lie. Right. And I'd rather die free than live. I'd rather live one day free than a million slave. And when I look at what my family went through and what it took them to get their freedom now, and I had a cousin that was, in the war, and I said, would you fight again? She goes, absolutely. She goes, these 20 years of freedom were worth everything. The way we lived before wasn't worth it. So I think so many of us don't realize what we have. And I hope that this message, I just want to be someone that brings people together. I'm not trying to alienate Serbians or like we need to find a way to coexist. Enough's enough. Yeah. Just accept us. We accept you. Let some time go by. Come visit the places that you think are yours and you want, no one's stopping you. Just acknowledge us the right to exist, and we can all live in harmony. Nobody's stopping you. I get along with anyone I've met here. I've met Serbians over here in America. That's the beauty of America, man. We can talk. Over there, I can't be seen sitting down and having a coffee with you. And these are the things I loved about our society and our way of life, that even the worst enemies can come together and have a conversation in Manhattan or in Brooklyn at a park or over a slice of pizza in Queens. You know what I mean?
It just seems like there's something missing in the DNA chain of us that just makes us too tribal. And just there's some sort of warring gene in us.
Yeah, but what
that
about
makes
the
us
human
see
tribe,
the other.
We're the human tribe.
Yeah, but what is gonna make us? What would it take to make everyone on Earth see us as human, the human tribe? What was it gonna take? Aliens landing on the White House lawn, an alien spaceship coming down for all of us to unite together? I mean, I haven't heard of a plausible scenario where that happens. I just don't see it.
Unfortunately, don't think there'll ever be true peace on Earth. I just don't see it happening. All we can do is try to broadcast this message of unity. Live and let live, man. Live and let live. As long as no one's messing with your core, you, your children, your way of life, and you're leaving them alone, why can't we both coexist here? Matters of a bedroom or private matters, whether you're one way or the other. That's just called decency. Respect for both. Do what you want to do in your bedroom, man. I don't give a shit.
But you never think there will ever be peace on Earth?
I think it's going to get a lot worse, actually. But we'll see what happens.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think the Third World War has already started, and most of us don't even realize it.
What kind of war is that going to be?
It's different. See, people play games like Call of Duty and this and that. They think I think it's already begun mentally, spiritually. We're in the thick and thin of it right now. Most people don't even realize that we're in it. There's going to be major shifts. I don't know if our country comes out of this, man. I really don't. I think we're in serious, serious trouble unless we wake up fast. We don't make nothing anymore, brother. We didn't have enough antibiotic you're talking about a superpower that doesn't make anything anymore. You're not a superpower anymore. We're not a superpower anymore. I don't care that we have better weapons. You don't think they have them too? And if we use all those weapons, then what's left on Earth anyway for us?
But we are still a superpower. We're still thought of as the superpower on Earth.
We're thought of, but we're losing that pretty quickly. We need to step our game up. We need to bring manufacturing, but there's a lot of things that need to be done and need to be done quickly. We should never be at the mercy of another country. We should have never allowed certain countries into the World Trade Organization, period. You're using labor that costs pennies. Those human beings don't even have a good life. You're allowing labor that's really slave labor is what it is. How is the American worker going to compete? You did everything to not protect the interests of the American people, to not protect the Western way of life, and you've opened up Pandora's box.
I heard somewhere that there's more slaves in the world now than there were during Jim Crow.
If you're working for 5 cents a day and you're barely getting, where are you? You're a slave, dude.
Right. Going back to America and where it goes, it is interesting, some of the dynamic between America and some of these other countries, like Saudi Arabia, for example. That's a weird one. Did you see recently there was that Live Golf League? They were doing some sort of televised game of golf, and Trump was there, and they were interviewing Trump in there. I guess there was tons of protesters, 9/11 protesters, victims of families of people who died in 9/11 were there protesting, and they were asking Donald Trump, his opinion on all of that. And he was like, well, we still don't know what happened in 9/11. We still haven't gotten to the bottom of what happened in 9/11. Did you see that interview?
No, I did not.
That was fucking wild to hear him say that.
Did we really get to the bottom of it though?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. You know, who knows what really happened that day, bro?
Are you skeptical about what? I mean, so I've talked to a lot of people about this, and
It's very hard to say that as a New Yorker, right?
that's what I've heard. Like
And,
people that were closest.
You know, one of
to
my
it.
really good friends, she's like one of the most important people in building in New York, and she takes the official account of what happened. My whole thing is number 7, bro. But you know, I would like this episode to get out there, so like
We can talk about it. It's okay. It'll get out there. Don't worry about it, man.
I have still not been back to Ground Zero.
Really?
I've driven past the area. I wanted to go on the 20th, man. I've never gone there. I know I need to go there. I haven't gone. Maybe on the 25th anniversary. I don't know, but I still haven't gone back to the actual. You know, and I miss those damn buildings, man. I feel like I knew the world would never be the same after those attacks. That was the first thought that entered my mind that day. When those buildings came down, I was like, something horrible is coming after this, and the world will never be the same again. And it wasn't. And just horrible, man. Just everything that went down. You know, let's not forget millions and millions of people lost their lives because it's not just the close to 4,000 we lost. And more than that, right? All the people that breathed the stuff in after. You're a victim of those attacks, right? Right. And Afghanistan, they're back under control of the people that supposedly helped do it, and they're better weaponed now than like. So to me, it's like it's a really sad feeling as someone that came out from those buildings that day in the aftermath and witnessing the war and being alive this long. I turned 40 years old to know that it was kind of all for nothing. I have family that served. My cousin just enlisted in the Navy yesterday to get her citizenship. You want to talk about like Americans and like what it means? Like she's from Kosovo. She is from Kosovo. She was living in Colorado. She wants to be an American so bad. She enlisted in the Navy. They just gave her a citizenship. She's celebrating. She's so happy.
Yesterday.
She's willing to risk her life. Shout out to my cousin Samira. Samira Saliu. She enlisted in the Navy. She's on a boat right now as we speak, starting her first day as a Navy woman.
Wow.
But the key there was to get her citizenship. She's willing to put her life on the line to become an American. And you guys were born with this privilege and you don't take advantage of it. You don't care to stay up to speed and pay attention. If we loved our country, we'd all be watching C-SPAN every day instead of sports. We would watch what these assholes are saying and then hold them accountable when they lie. We'd have massive protests demanding term limits because there should be term limits, brother. And like, I don't care if they want to go on forever, no problem, as long as the people say you're doing a great job. I'm not walking through human feces. I'm not living in a city where a guy can smash another guy over the head with a bat and he's out on bail in less than 2 hours. In New York City, bro. A place that was an example to the rest of the world of what a society could look like, where you were safe to go down the street, where everyone lived together in harmony, and it was ripped to pieces in the last 3 to 4 years. It's horrible what they did to my city, and I'll never forgive them for it, ever. De Blasio did a better job at destroying New York than Osama bin fucking Laden, bro. Mic drop.
Wow. Do you think you're going to move to Florida?
I can never fully disclaim New York. It's my heart. It's my soul. I even if I come down here for my children to have a better opportunity, and in some ways I feel like someone leaving his homeland for a better start, I have to go back all the time. My life is there. I've invested too much into that town. Yeah, no. New York is... Hopefully we find our way back, man.
It would be so sad to see that place never go back to what it was.